The drop ball mystery. Here's something that feels like a glitch in the Matrix. If play stops because of an injury, a dog on the pitch, or lightning, the referee restarts the match with a drop ball. Now, that sounds simple, right? He drops the ball, someone kicks it. But here's the weird part. Since 2019, only one player can touch it. No contest, no duel, no chaos. Everyone else has to stand 4 meters away like it's radioactive. And if the ball was inside the box, it automatically goes to the goalkeeper, meaning you could technically restart play by handing the ball to the keeper who just caused the stoppage. The rule used to cause massive fights because before 2019, both teams could challenge for it. Which is how we got absolute chaos moments like when Leeds scored against Aston Villa in 2019 after a drop ball situation, sparking a near brawl and Marcelo Bielsa ordering his team to let Villa score. The rule changed right after, so now, football's most awkward restart is just a solo exhibition. The corner flag rule. You can't move it. That's right, Law 1 of football literally forbids you from touching the corner flag. It must be at least 1.5 meters tall, and it cannot be removed or adjusted during play. So if the flag gets in the way while you're trying to pull off a cheeky short corner, too bad. It stays, even if it's bent sideways like a limp noodle. And yes, there have been cases where players broke the rules by accidentally knocking it over. In 2013, Cristiano Ronaldo once kicked a corner flag clean out of its socket in frustration. Technically, that's a bookable offense. No card that day, but the rule's there, because FIFA apparently believes corner flags are sacred. The goalkeeper shirt rule. If you've ever noticed goalkeepers wearing some truly wild colors, it's not just fashion. The rules literally require them to wear a kit that's different from everyone else, including referees. But here's the kicker. If both goalies turn up in the same color and no one has a spare, the referee decides who changes. And if that still doesn't work, technically they can play in bibs. Yes, bibs. FIFA Law 4 actually allows referees to enforce bib wearing if kits clash and there's no alternative. Meaning the most expensive teams in world football could still be forced to wear training vests in a Champions League match if both keepers show up in lime green. You can score off anything. You can score with your head, chest, knee, even your backside. But here's what most people don't know. As long as the ball comes off any legal part of your body, it counts. That includes your butt, your stomach, your back, even your face. And yes, some players have accidentally scored with all of those. In 2010, United's Hernandez came on towards the end of the game against Chelsea. Antonio Valencia sends a pass in front of goal. Hernandez misses the ball with his foot and it bounces off his face and goes in. Goal stands. Because Law 10 only cares about what enters the net, not how. But here's the twist. You can't score directly from a throw-in or indirect free kick, meaning you could perfectly lob the keeper from 50 meters on a throw-in and it wouldn't count. Football, making chaos logical since 1863. The sock color rule. This one sounds like satire, but it's real. Under Law 4, players must wear socks that match their teammates and cover their shin guards entirely. Why? Because of confusion over taped socks. In 2012, FIFA had enough of players wrapping white tape over colored socks, which apparently messed with optical clarity for referees. So they introduced a rule that says tape or any external support must be the same color as the sock underneath. Imagine losing a World Cup match because your kinesio tape didn't color match your kit. And yes, players have been warned mid-game for this, because in the world of FIFA, sock aesthetics are apparently a matter of order and discipline. The coin toss chaos. We all know the ref flips a coin before kickoff. But here's the weird twist. The winner doesn't actually get first possession. They get to choose which side they attack in the first half. The other team gets the ball. You only get to kick off if you lose the toss, but the opponent chooses the side instead. It's one of those things that's been around for over a century, and no one really knows why. There's even footage of players celebrating winning the coin toss, without realizing it means they don't get the ball first. The goalkeeper 6-second rule. Most fans know the rule exists. Few realize how weird it is. Goalkeepers are allowed to hold onto the ball for 6 seconds. But here's the part FIFA won't admit. Refs almost never enforce it. The rule came in during the 1990s after goalkeepers started time wasting like they were in slow motion. But even today, some keepers hold it for 10, 12, even 15 seconds, and nothing happens. Technically, the punishment is an indirect free kick inside the box, but it's so rare it's practically extinct. There's even a cult moment from 2000 where a ref did give one, leading to a goal, one of the only 6-second violations ever punished in pro football history. It's one of those rules that's real, but lives in the twilight zone of yeah, technically. The trick pass ban. You can't flick the ball up and head it back to your goalkeeper. Yes, that's actually written down. The rule came after a few smart-ass defenders started doing it in the 1990s to get around the back pass law. They'd lift the ball with their foot and head it to the keeper, since heading back was still legal. FIFA didn't find it funny, so they created a special clause banning deliberate trick passes to the goalkeeper. It's considered unsporting behavior and gets you a yellow card plus an indirect free kick. Basically, the rule exists because of that one guy who tried to be too clever in 1992. Offside from your own half. Impossible. You cannot under any circumstances be offside in your own half. Doesn't matter if you're 10 meters behind the defense. As long as you're in your own half when the ball is played, you're fine. It sounds obvious, but it's the reason some of the most insane counterattacks in football history exist. Remember Son Heung-min's solo run against Burnley? He started in his own half. Perfectly legal. And there's even a weirder detail. You also can't be offside directly from a goal kick, throw-in, or corner. Meaning there are situations where teams could literally send their striker standing on the goal line and it's 100% allowed if the pass comes from the right restart. The invisible red card rule. If a player commits violent conduct while not even on the pitch, they can still be sent off. Yep, FIFA Law 12 covers offenses by substitutes, managers, and even substituted players. That's how Jose Mourinho once got sent off for sarcastically clapping a referee from the sidelines. Even ball boys and coaching staff fall under the team officials clause. In theory, if a team masseur punches someone, they can be red carded, and the team might even lose a sub spot. Football, the only sport where you can be ejected for violence while not actually playing. The double touch rule. When you take a penalty, corner, or free kick, you can't touch the ball twice until someone else does. But here's the kicker. If you hit the post and score on the rebound, disallowed. If the keeper touches it, fine. If it comes off the bar alone, no goal. The logic is that you're giving yourself an advantage, but it's led to some hilarious moments. Like when Thierry Henry once slipped on a penalty and accidentally hit the ball with both feet. Ref disallowed it, goal wiped. The clip's still comedy gold. The referee is part of the pitch. This one feels like it came from Monty Python. If the ball hits the referee and goes in the goal, it doesn't count. But if it just bounces off him and stays in play, it's fair game. That's right, the referee is technically part of the field. Until 2019, even goals deflected off the ref counted. But after too many awkward moments, IFAB finally said if the ball hits the ref and causes a change of possession or a goal chance, play stops. Meaning the ref can literally assist a goal by accident, but only if no advantage is gained. Imagine losing a cup final because the ref was in your passing lane. The goal can be disallowed for a broken net. You scored a banger, fans go wild. But if the ref notices the net was torn, the goal doesn't count. Law 10 explicitly says the ball must fully cross the goal line between the posts and under the crossbar, and the equipment must be in order. So if there's a hole in the net and the ball sneaks through the side, even if it was on target, it can be disallowed. It's rare, but it's happened. In a 2004 Scottish Cup match, a shot went through a side hole in the net. Goal given, later overturned. That's how meticulous football's rulebook is. Even the net can betray you.